Hello, hello, this is Armel with TWIG Talks. Today we have a guest that is probably the most smart person I know in Guadalajara. And I'm not joking. Hello, Gerardo.
Hello, Armel. Nice to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you because I know it's going to be very interesting podcast with you. You know about so many things. You are a doctor. You are in marketing. You are in PR. You're a musician. But today we're going to speak about something very unique that no other guest can talk about is the spaceship industry of Mexico and the rockets, your passion. When did it start?
When the space exploration started, it started around 7, 8 years ago, I think, because it's such a complex subject that I had to get into it.
And I love your story. You said you went through a very difficult time. You were at a time where you had time to think about other things because you were going through the crush of a company you had at the time.
Yeah.
And you thought that spaceship.
Yes, I thought I was like, I have to getting to something that is infinitely complex, so I never get bored, and also that has a positive impact on the human society and human civilization. And space exploration was the path I took.
Yes, there's effectively no limit. Sky is the limit subject. And you and I have this love for learning and have this love for learning and transmitting things that actually better the world. So you tell me more about this beautiful project you have called Note Plus Notes. What's the name about? What do you do?
Okay, it's called Notes Plus Notes because the two things I most like are taking notes, as in learning, and then explaining. I love explaining what I've learned. And the other part of notes, I like musical notes. I'm not the best musician yet, but I love music. So I play my guitar and it's a little bit of both of that.
So Note Plus Notes, you take some very complex topics and you break them into notes to make it accessible to people like me and you, the audience. And you are even planning to bring music inspired by space into it. It's a project that you're developing right now.
Yep.
It's a combination also of a podcast and a crowdfunding that we will talk about a little bit later. So I can't wait for the project to be fully launched. Tell me about the space industry of Mexico.
Okay, the space industry in Mexico is relatively young. It was born in 2010, and not enough budget was given to it. So at the end of last year, they were kind of like minimizing it, and then a lot of the industry experts like said how important it was for students and for society. And right now it's at a renaissance. Let's say it's about to recover and grow again. Yeah.
So do you have great hopes about what you're saying about the space industry of Mexico?
I have hopes not just for Mexico, but I would say 78% of the world will get involved in the next 15, 20 years. But I would want Mexico to be back in within the next 3 years, which I think will happen. I know it will happen.
So now we know the NASA in the US, we know aerospace in Europe. What is the name of the space industry organization in Mexico and where is it located?
Okay, in Mexico, the national agency is Agencia Espacial Mexicana, the Mexican Space Agency. But in 2021, there was an equivalent of that. NASA is American, Europe has a European Space Agency, which is a group of countries. Well, Mexico did something with other countries too, and they want to make the Latin American Caribbean Space Agency, which is ALCE, Agencia Latinoamericana Caribeña Espacial. And the Mexican branch is in Mexico City, but the Latin American
branch,
the headquarters is in Querétaro because it's where all the aerospace industry is.
Okay.
At a university there.
I am about to go to Querétaro in a few weeks. Is it something I can visit and see?
Right now, it's pretty much just on paper, and it's a tiny particle. So you can go to the university and talk to people, but I'm practically sure there's not even a space for it. Yeah, but the university, everyone important is at that university. You can go. I'll give you the contact. I'll give you the contact.
That will be super. Even if it's in a few years when it's all finished, I can't wait to see it. So now you arrived in Guadalajara at 17 years old.
Yes.
Tell me how you fell in love with it and why you are still here so many years later.
What's an interesting case because I was born in another Latin American country and I've lived in 6 countries. So even though most people like traveling a lot, since it was my standard, what I wanted to do is stay at one place. So when I got here, besides it's a beautiful country and city, I would say 2 or 3 months in, I was like, I'm staying in Guadalajara. The school I was at was perfect, very intellectual, very problem solving, very artistic. And I just
I believe you were at the American School of Guadalajara.
Yeah, the American School of Warriors, 2004.
We also have some famous musicians who studied there.
Yeah, from what I've heard, the singer and the drummer are both from. I don't know. I'm 90% both are from the, and I know they're very involved. And many musicians come from there because there's a big artistic push for the arts, not just the
American
business
school.
in like other school like business. No, there's a lot of arts, science, or as they say, STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, arts,
Mhm.
and mathematics.
So you're in love with your school. You start to study very hard. How did it change your lifestyle and your rhythm?
Okay, it was. I can say honestly, it was the first country that it's probably the best high school I was at, and it's the first country I really knew the importance of study from senior year. I did my high school in 3 countries, but senior year, I was like, it is important to study, and the arts are very important, and it helped me for my university career for medicine.
So you're about to become a doctor. You study very hard to become a doctor. And when you have a break, you do what?
Yeah. So I love studying. It's my favorite hobby, actually. I say music, but honestly, studying is my favorite hobby. And in medicine, you have to study a lot. So when I got stressed out or saturated, I would learn more about guitar or dancing, but I didn't have anywhere to express it. So if I didn't have an exam on Saturday, then what I would do is whatever I learned for the past few weeks, I'm gonna go out and socialize, dance, or even play my guitar somewhere, or talk to people about things I'm learning. Have very rich conversation over here.
Well, Gerardo, I think actually you got the key of balance, the deep study, the building a career, having a vision, and having fun and enjoying life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you must have both.
It is necessary.
Yes.
It is necessary.
So now you have been here for many years. And what is the tradition here that you totally recommend anybody visiting to absolutely do?
Okay, there's this has a double purpose. The place they have to go is to Tequila, and I would say to take the Tequila Express, which is a train. And I say it has a double purpose because around the world, tequila is taken as a shot, and people are like, "Oh, it's too intense and whatever." And they're right because this is not the correct way to drink it. So, what I would recommend is to go on a train, and there's 3 types of tequila, which I imagine you know
The
very well.
Blanco, the
Reposado?
Reposado, and the Añejo.
Yes, exactly. So I would say to take those shots, which I would say they're mini cups of excellence, not shots,
I love it.
mini cups of excellence. Instead, drinking like that, just sip it a little bit and take each one to differentiate and to analyze the texture. And those 3 little cups of excellence should last the whole trip on the train until you get there. And you will learn many things about the depthness of tequila. And once you get there, a lot of more things, obviously.
Thank you so much, Gerardo. I know we could talk for hours. Unfortunately, we are reaching our time. What is the last things you would like to share with our audience before saying goodbye today?
Well, first thing, thanks for inviting me. It's amazing what you're doing here, and with the people, I want to invite them. I'm starting to. I'm a pre-launch phase with my Nose Plus Nose project. The purpose is to simplify and inspire others. But I'm starting a crowdfunding campaign in a few days. So
It's a very beautiful crowdfunding because not only you invest into a beautiful company that is trying to bring the complexity of spaceship, rockets, all of us to understand. We understand that in Mexico, you don't always receive the support you need. So you are going to be selling for everybody who get involved in your beautiful project of Note Plus Notes, some unique jewelry.
yes, there are special, unique pocket parts that we saw that can become jewelry, earrings, special bands.
And some pictures, you're going to see it's beautiful. I can't wait to buy one.
Oh, I hope so. There's going to be silver and gold. We were going to do a cheaper version, but we want it to last forever because sustainability is very important too. By supporting us, you'll get a piece of the space industry as jewelry.
Thank you, Gerardo. This is your home. You can come back anytime. We are going to be following the development of Note Plus Notes, and especially because we really need to become better in Mexico when it comes to this future. And we are here to support you. Everybody else, please stay tuned for the 5 things not to miss in Guadalajara this week. Thank you. Ciao.
Bye.
The 5 events we recommend you do not miss this week are, oh my God, this is Mexico biggest sale, Buen Fin, from Thursday the 13th to Monday the 17th of November. All of the country is in sale. It's real, it's true, and it's working. We furnished the entire TWIG Casa in 2021 during Buen Fin and save 40% and more on appliances, television. You can also book trips, international trips, all your Christmas stuff and gift. Okay, it's the moment where you are going shopping for sure. So, if you love to shop and save money, you can go to the big bazaar of all the plants. That's our event number 1. It's called the Grand Fin Plantero. It's in the park. Buseta, I've never been. I'm sorry about pronouncing it the wrong way. It's on Saturday, and you don't want to miss it. You can get all your plants at the best price of the whole year. All right. Number 2, it's the Video Mapping Festival, which means that from November 12th to 14th, that is the ending day, Friday the 14th, you can take lesson about video mapping, how it works, workshop, beautiful show, free on the Cathedral of Guadalajara. And on Friday, after the show, to say goodbye, there will be an amazing performance of more than 200 dancers in the night. It's going to be gorgeous. We will be there. Don't miss it. Number 3 is for all the Harry Potter fans. You can see your favorite character of Harry Potter and dance, have a real ball in the beautiful 19th century Palacio de las Vacas. It starts on Friday the 14th and it goes until December the 20th. Do not miss it if you're a fan. Number 4, it's the Circus Festival. It starts on Friday the 14th and it goes until the 29th. All over the city, countless events for free. In the street, indoor, in parks, you have so many amazing circus acts and performances. That's so much fun for the family. Finally, to end our 5 events is the Freestyle World Tour. It's on Saturday at the Palacio Multiusos. You know those crazy motorcycle that jumps over you, takes so many risks in the air? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So if you like this kind of thrill, you don't want to miss it. This week, we have launched a very important issue that we have written with our professional real estate agent, lawyer, insurance agent. Renting versus buying in Guadalajara. What makes the most sense? We have spent hours to get the real numbers, case scenarios to really make your life easier. It's an amazing issue that is worth just joining TWIG to read it and save money and time. You can find all the details about everything I've been talking about and more on the TWIG Super Calendar or on TWIG in general. So we appreciate your loyalty. We will see you next week for another fascinating interview and more of fascinating things as we are approaching the holidays. Ciao. See you next week.